As an elementary school teacher, I worked with kids who had learning disabilities, but also kids who had or behavior-related disabilities.
Yeah.
And then you had kids who had autism, kids with ADHD. My favorite was, and they always gave these kids to my caseload, the kids who had oppositional defiant disorder, which Northwest Indiana is actually a pocket of that. There are areas of the country where certain things are more...
Oh, and you see it sparking up? Or
we're listed as like an area where there's more kids on average, compared to the other parts of the country that we have oppositional defiant disorder. And, what is that? The best way it was ever described to me was by the parent of one of the students I taught. He said it so well. If you remember the first Jurassic Park movie, how they make the electric fences, and every dinosaur that touches the electric fence, they get zapped and then they never touch it again. But the raptor touches every part of the fence to try to find a weak spot. That's oppositional defiant disorder.
Okay.
You give a rule, and then they look for some place to test it. And
I think all of our sales reps have that.
Okay, every single
one of them.
Yeah.
Anytime we implement a rule, they find a way. They find a way to find a loophole.
And then sometime around June, he started really not feeling well. He started getting sick, and it was kind of a tough experience because he started to not walk again. But when he passed, it was a Monday, and I had a meeting that got canceled, so I went home just to check on him. Meg was there, and his brother was there, and we could just kind of tell he was going. And but he passed with all of us there. And I don't exactly know the science on this, but someone had told me that it's true with people, I guess, that a dog, if somebody dies and they have a dog, you should show the dog, because like dogs can understand death. They can't understand if someone just never comes back. And so we had Giacomo there, and again, I imagine that's true with dogs too, like, him knowing that his brother passed.
They understand death. They could smell it on you. They understand that you're gone.
If you've never been, I think a lot of people think that it's like more rural or something. Portage is the third largest city in Northwest Indiana. We've got about 40,000 people. We are growing.
Wow.
Hammond's at about 80,000, Gary's at about 70,000, and Portage is just about at 40,000.
Okay.
And not everybody thinks of us that way. I actually did a thing on Facebook about it, explaining it, how we've got great public safety. We've got a really good grid system, honestly, with our roads.
Sure.
You can basically drive Portage's main roads and not realize how many neighborhoods are in between them. A lot of people who live in Portage are surprised to find out they live in such a big city. The other part is we've just got such an active and engaged population that seems like a small town. And I always tell people we can have a small town feel with big city success.